I've been very critical with myself lately due to the fact that I wasn't able to finish my 22-mile run a few weeks back. I was able to complete 17 of those 22 miles, but I wasn't able to complete the full uh, the full mileage of what my training program had listed me. And this this has been probably the hardest thing on me because normally when I set a a mileage to hit, or a mileage that I need to run, or uh, the amount of time that I have to run for, I normally am able to meet those goals. If anything, exceed those goals with the speed. And to have this loom on me is just kind of like a punch in the gut. I mean, I've I've always ran for time and never had any problems. And now that I'm running for distance and the time comes later, all of a sudden I'm not able to complete it. I'm just thinking of all these external factors that attributed to my failure during that day. So now, kind of go back to the drawing board. My 24-mile run that's scheduled before the marathon will be in about 2 weeks or so, and I think that would be the closest to the closest real race scenario that I will put myself through. And this time around, I will plan ahead, make sure my nutrition is right, make sure that all my muscles are not sore leading into the run. I think that is one of the factors that really stopped me from finishing my scheduled run. I've been noticing a lot more nowadays at the public gyms that the squat racks are always crowded. There's always either someone on it or someone waiting for it. And back then, when I first started my journey, I always thought that I had to get in squats. I always had to get in bench. I always had to get in deadlifts, or my workouts would mean nothing. It wouldn't feel fulfilled. And there are times I've seen people wait upwards of 30 minutes for a squat rack, and it kind of makes me think, like, there are so many other exercises that you can do in 30 minutes besides waiting for a specific machine or a specific exercise to do. There are so many other ways to improve your mental and physical well-being. And I think having that reaction to do a different exercise, find something that still benefits you but in a different way. If you don't have squats, you can do hack squats, you can use dumbbells. There's so many other different types of exercises that still benefit the end goal. And I think having that type of mentality to, if I'm not able to do squats on a squat rack, let me try something else. That reactionary muscle to do that, I think it's a learned trait. It's like you have to build that type of reflex to be reactive. I apply that type of reactivity to other facets of my life. When I play tennis, tennis is a lone sport, but when you play a game, you play with another person, and you can be a very good tennis player, but if another person comes your way that knows all your weaknesses, your tennis game is no longer beneficial to you, because the other player knows all your strengths and weaknesses by the way that they react to how you play. And in order to beat your opponent, you have to react twice as fast as your opponent in order to beat them. Same goes for basketball. When I play basketball, I always read the defense. I always try to figure out what is the easiest way to score a basket. What is the easiest way to win the game? There's no straight line to get there. You have to figure out other avenues to succeed. Even though you know the easiest way to score a point is from A to B, but that may not be the case when you have defenders blocking your way to the basket. I remember when I first started, I would think that the only way to get bigger is to lift heavier. And boy, was I so wrong about that. With time and consistency, I think that's where the biggest jump in strength comes from. I want to be able to have the endurance to lift and run. I don't want to be someone that can only lift a certain amount and would need so much time to recover. I think with the busy schedule of marathon training, I feel that every minute of the gym needs to be optimized in terms of building this type of body to endure longer runs, to push my body further and faster during the marathon. My goal is to shave off a few minutes off my 4-hour marathon estimated time, and hopefully that all this training will translate to success. Besides the fact of the failed 22-mile run, I do have confidence in all the other aspects of my training, and I do feel that I'll be able to hit my goals come next month. I believe if I stay the course and do what I know is best, I think there really is no limit on the record that I can break. Now here's my splits. I am getting closer and closer to the marathon, so I believe after that 24-mile run, it will taper off immensely, just so that my body has enough time to recover for it. That's it for this week, and I'll catch you in the next one.